In this video, we're going to talk about a helicopter ride. And if you're in Florida, you're going to drive by, say, International Drive or some of the areas that are close to either Disney World or Universal Studios. And you're going to see a lot of these being offered for like maybe $15 to $50. And my job here is to tell you whether or not it's worth it and what exactly you can expect. Now, you did hear me mention a range of, say, $15 to $50. Sometimes it can be more depending on how many people are in Florida, if it's the busy season. And the best way for you to find out the best price is to shop around. If you're close to, say, International Boulevard or where the major tourist hub is, then you should expect to pay more. But if you just go maybe a few miles down the road, you can actually find it for much, much less. So definitely shop around. This is us getting into the helicopter, and if you look closely, you can see that there's not a lot of room. Now, here's a first tip to help you save some money. If you have an iPhone or some type of phone camera with you, take it out and take photographs. And take as many photographs as you can. Also, take a photograph of the helicopter leaving because it's going to be memorable. You're going to want to, preserve this experience. You see this guy right here taking a photograph of you in a helicopter. Well, when the ride is all over, you're going to go into that little building you see right there, and they're going to sell it to you for $50. So my best bet to you, to way to save money, somebody's not going on the ride, is to have them take some photographs. You're going to not regret that. So we're in the helicopter, and I'm going to show you the scenes of the helicopter. This was advertised as a helicopter ride around, say, Disney World and Universal Studios. And we paid $50 per person. There were 3 of us in the helicopter, my dad, my son, and myself. So we paid $150 for this helicopter ride. And the best advice that I can give you is don't blink, because as soon as you do, the helicopter ride will be over. They say it's maybe 15 minutes. It's not. It's not 15 minutes. It's more like 10, sometimes a little bit less. As soon as you go up, you're going to be right on top of wherever you're supposed to see, which is Universal Studios or Disney World. And before you know it, you're going to be back on the ground. So I recommend you take your phone out and just record the whole thing. You're going to not regret that move either. And it's, in my opinion, so far, so good. So we're going to take a look outside right now, and as you can see, those are one of the resorts. I believe that is Disney World that we're flying over. They can't get too close because, of course, for obvious reasons, people don't want to hear the noise, and you're not really allowed to fly over there. But they do the outskirts of Disney World, so you do get a good view. So what they sell you, they actually deliver. You get to fly around Disney World. There's also a lot of hotels that they point out. These are really grand hotels, and because there's not much to see up there but really landscape. So if you've been on a plane, essentially you're going to see the same scene, except you're going to feel a lot closer to the ground. You're going to hear the helicopter engine roar. You're going to hear the the pitter patter of the chopper wings. So it's a lot more dynamic experience. In my opinion, most people are going to enjoy this ride. However, it's not for everyone. What I mean by that is this. It is a crammed space, and also these helicopters generally are usually pretty small. What that means is that if you're a heavy person, you're going to feel particularly crammed. My son was about maybe 75 pounds, and it was very easy for us to fit in there. However, it's not necessarily going to be made for everyone, so much so that before the helicopter ride, they actually weigh you to make sure that the helicopter can take off. Now, as far as the best seating position, the front seat is going to be, in my opinion, the best view of the helicopter ride, and that should be an obvious, but the front seat, if you can get it, is going to be the best. Also, I recommend don't go with another group. What they try to do is put as many people in that helicopter as possible so they can save fuel costs and just make more money, because it's expensive to put those helicopters up in the air. So what they'll do is they'll put you with another group, and they don't charge a premium for riding in the front seat. So getting into the front seat is going to be absolutely worth it. Here's my son afterwards. You can tell he had a fantastic time. Now, this is one of those experiences, in my opinion, that's a one and done. You do it and you're good for another couple years. And this is where they try to upsell you on the photographs. But it's up to you whether or not you buy them. They're fairly good quality, but it really is up to you whether or not you think it's worth a $25, $50 or what have you. Again, take out your phone, sneak your picture. This is, we took some pictures. Of course, we took video the entire time we were in there, and we took some pictures with our phone. That's going to be the best cost saving measures. But ultimately, is it worth your time and money? I say absolutely yes.